Welcome back. Well, yesterday I went back to my old stomping ground, had the opportunity to talk with the chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Paul Atkins, at the New York Stock Exchange, reflecting back on our time working on Wall Street, new advancements in the market, and what's to come. Take a look. So when you walk down here today, after all of the years that you've spent at the exchange, working on business, as well as obviously at the Securities and Exchange Commission, how do you feel?
Oh, this is great. I mean, it's, it's one thing. There were so many people who were talking about the demise of the floor, but they've repurposed it here, and obviously there are specialists or DMMs around here, and so that's great, and so it's good to see it being used.
So when I first broadcast here for the first time 30 plus years ago, this was my spot, right here.
Oh, wow. That's great.
This was the spot.
Okay.
And the camera was all the way up there. People, a lot of times, didn't really know what I was doing.
Yeah.
So this is a special spot for me right here.
Yeah, that's great.
But I mean, the idea of traders running around and making and specialists making markets in the stock, I mean, it's completely different today.
Well, remember, the floor was littered with paper and whatnot from canceled order tickets and all of that. So it's pretty amazing.
How did it change on a practical level? What changed on Wall Street when we went totally digital?
Well, a lot of things, obviously. Well, I mean, people always complained about things going on the floor, and with respect to trading. What has happened now is the fast pace of the marketplace, and I think our markets are more efficient, less costly. Few brokerage commissions obviously have gone away largely. And then if you just don't look at the cash markets, but look at the commodity and futures markets with the open pits there, how those have largely gone away, except for maybe a couple of still pits that are open now. But that's also an amazing change, where even the traders themselves used to be the big burly guys who could outshout and dominate the pit. Now you have petite, even women who are doing the trading electronically from home. So even the makeup of the trader population has changed a lot.
Okay, let's go this way, because I want to show you something else from my time here, because the second time that I went to a different spot, what happened was, after I was here for a long time, a lot of people wanted to be on the floor.
Right.
And so CNN started calling the exchange, and everybody was calling the exchange, and they said to me, listen, since you're here, we're going to give you the option. Do you want to switch spots, or do you want to keep that spot and I'll put somebody else in a new spot? I said, no, I want a new spot. So this was my second spot. And it was great because I was right next to IBM and some other companies that were very, very heavily traded. And when you see a situation where volume is increasing, does that automatically raise red flags, or is it just, it could be a news item?
Well, it depends. I mean, there are all sorts of things that could enter into that. Some big trade that, whatever, that people found out about. I mean, who knows?
Right.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, so we have a really good group of people that monitors the market for anomalies, and it's not on a real-time basis necessarily, but they're looking over to see anomalies that develop over time.
Mr. Chairman, you've been at the Securities and Exchange Commission. Now this is your third stint at the SEC, and now you are the chairman. You've seen tons of issues in business throughout your incredibly long and esteemed career. How are you feeling today, being on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange as the chairman of the SEC? Well,
it's great. I mean, I think that our markets are really robust. They're the best in the world, and the United States now makes up half of the total capitalization of the markets around the world, and so that's huge. And so we need to make, like I'm saying now, IPO is great again. We have half the number of public companies as we did 30 years ago. We need to fix that demographic of the decline of the number of public companies. We need to clean out our rule book. We need to make IPOs great again.
Is there a notion that the U.S. is not number one, or even though the number of IPOs have fallen, the U.S. is still the number one place to go public in the world?
We are number one, and again, the fact that we're up from 30% only a few years ago to 50% of the total worldwide capitalization. That says a lot. Part of that's the Magnificent Seven and things like that, but still, the United States markets are the envy of the world. When I go traveling in Europe or Japan, the Europeans and the Japanese would love to have our investment ethos here of people who are willing to invest their money, to take risks in the marketplace. That's what's lacking in a lot of countries, and that's what powers all the things that we have that we enjoy, with respect to innovation in our day-to-day lives, the new inventions that are funded, the skyscrapers that are built, the trains that hopefully run on time and things like that. But we shouldn't take for granted all the blessings that we enjoy here in the United States.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. And my thanks to SEC Chairman Paul Atkins as he gears up for America's 250th anniversary next year with a new day for securities trading. We'll be right back. You're watching Mornings with Maria live on Fox Business.